All right, so hi everyone on the Church on the Rock worship team. So I and Billy just decided to make a small tutorial for you guys to show you how you can use Planning Center, how to create a schedule, add songs to it, add links, and make it available to all the team members. And also for the worship team, I'm going to walk you through how you can find the songs, where you can find them. You can download them onto your phones as well, because I know most of you will be using Planning Center on your phones. So let me start sharing my screen so that you can see what needs to be done. Okay, so this is the schedule, and this is what is under plan. So let me walk through each step so that you'll know what's that there for. So this is the schedule, whatever schedule you're scheduled for. So the next time I'm scheduled is on the 30th of May. So that's why you're seeing this. So whichever week you're scheduled on, that's what will be displayed here, and your role on the team. So acoustic guitar as a band member and as the worship leader. That will be mentioned. And these are my messages. So every time, so as a worship leader, every time I send any request, I will know when or who has accepted the invite or declined the invite. And every single notification is sent to the worship leader. And scheduling, it just gives you a quick summary of what weeks you're scheduled for, how many have been confirmed, unconfirmed, and declined. And under teams, it's the role that you're playing on the team. So as a band member, as vocalist, and worship leader. So let's go to plans, because this is where we'll be spending most of our time on. For example, let's start off with selecting a particular week, and I'll walk you through how you can add songs. So I'm clicking on May 30th. So this is the structure of what the service would contain: rehearsal, intro, countdown, song. This is all preset by Billy already. So you will find all the sequence of events for the service. So what we as worship leaders and as a worship team would be focusing on is this particular segment, which has 4 songs already added. And we will be adding songs, putting links, and sending out emails. Here we have times: service time 10 a.m., rehearsal 8:30 a.m. And then under teams, we have different roles and people designated. So under band, you can email the whole band, or template is if you're sending an email, that's a template that will be saved if you want to save it. Schedule team member, you can schedule anyone you want to, or schedule any person, is even people who are not on the team can be scheduled in case you need them to be scheduled. Needed positions is these question marks that you see here. This is an indication that there is a requirement. So that is needed position, and you can click on that. It takes you to only this particular search result. So these are again preset based on the schedule. But if you want to add people, remove people, maybe change the people who are already scheduled, you can do it pretty much by just adding a person. Let me show you example. Okay, so let's say I need someone for electric. So under electric, these are the people who are being used in this particular position, right? So if let's say you want Cedric on it, you can't put Cedric here because I think he's on keys. You see, he's already here on keys. That's why it shows you a conflict if you want to add him for electric. So I'm gonna put Mo there, click on Emmanuel Arthur, and click on accept. Then you see Mo selected here. Yeah. So this is how you're gonna select your band members. Very important. Let's start off by seeing how we can add songs. So song 1, And before we go here, let me show you how to add songs, because if you add a song by default, it's easier for you to select it from the section. So on top, you have songs. These are all the songs that I've added. When you click on songs, here you see add a song. So this is what we use. When you click on add a song, let's say, for example, uh, the anthem, just as an example. So the moment you type in the song, you're going to see a drop down of all the different songs under that particular song title. So make sure you select whichever song you need. The anthem, you will also see the CCLI number. So this gives you the default selection: song select chord chart, song select lyrics, upload or link files. I would click all of these because we will need all three: lyrics for the vocalist, chord chart for the musician, and files for both of them. So by default, it's going to show you the default chord arrangement and the key. If you want to change it, you can select any other keys that you want the song in. So I'm going to stick with default and then click on more files. So this is where you're going to add files. Song select, praise charts. We don't use praise charts because we have a license only for song select. iTunes, Spotify, and Amazon. So this is going to give the member the option to open iTunes if he has iTunes, or open Spotify if he has Spotify. When the link is created, it automatically takes the person to that particular whichever media stream he's using. So I'm going to add iTunes. So we're gonna add this. So this is a song that we need. We're gonna add, that's added. You see iTunes, and then you can go back, add Spotify, Planet Shakers Live, and then you see the Spotify link added. You can also go to YouTube. It's right here. So this is how, yeah. So this is gonna be available for the singers, and that's gonna be under files. Now, this is your chord chart. So because I clicked on CCLI in the previous page, it automatically imported the whole chord chart, and it's available for whoever the link is sent to by default. And you can also make changes like I've shown in the previous window. You can make changes based on which key you want it in. Now, if you have any notes, or if you want any particular arrangement, let's say if you want to make sure the pattern, or maybe give some, verse 1 is leader, chorus, BGVs join in, something like that. So whatever notes you have, if you want the band or the singers to know, you can use this to write down your notes. And sequence, usually it's by default, but if there is no default arrangement, you can create your own sequence. So I would say what I do if there's no sequence is I would just go through the lyrics, like the chord chart. I'll see. So verse, pre-chorus, chorus, instrumental, bridge, bridge, chorus. So I'm just gonna add that. Verse, pre-chorus, chorus. Then we go back to the verse, pre-chorus, no, chorus, and then instrumental, then bridge 1, bridge 2, breakdown, and then we sing the chorus. Hallelujah. After the chorus, we build and do the chorus again, and then the outro. I think I can add intro to the top. So this is a sequence. You can edit the sequence however you want the song to be. Usually by default, you'll see a sequence, but for a few songs, if it's not there, it's not that hard. We can just go as however the song leads, and then make sure you have the sequence on. Once you click on save, you see the sequence here. intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus one, verse, pre-chorus, just the way the song is. So this is a song that's already set. You have your files here, you have your chord chart here, and you have notes if you have any, and it automatically saves the songs. So now let's go back and see if the songs are there. You see, this is where the song is stored. So just the way these songs are added, let's say right now, because we're still adding songs, maybe there could be songs that are not added. So once we add the songs, they're always there in the history. So I would say if you're adding the song, make sure you add every single file. I usually prefer, because these are audios and cards separately, but because we don't use a score sheet, we just run through the chord chart. You don't have anything here. And audio is, let's say there's a file that is recorded, a particular harmony. I think we can get there, but for now, most of our singers who sing harmony sing it by ear. So going forward, we can also use this to record a harmony and put it there. So let's say tenors wants to learn what the harmony is, or just to let the tenors know what the harmony is, we can record a file and then add that particular arrangement there. We can also do it from YouTube links as well. So basically, if you can just add the chord chart, the sequence, the lyrics, and all of this is imported from CCLI automatically. So when you're adding the song, if you're following those steps that I mentioned, that is more than enough for us to run through for the Sunday worship. So now with these songs already, so let's say you selected 4 of these songs. Now we go back to plans, go back to the date you're scheduled for. Now, when you click on this, you see link a song. So these are the songs that are already there. So this is easier. Instead of adding a new song, if you click on add a new song, it again takes you to the same page, whatever you did, but I would prefer adding the song first and then doing it. Either ways, you're good. So when you add the song, link a song, you example, I'm gonna click let the light in. I mean, you can literally do everything for for the worship service to run. You can also have notes for audio visuals, the band, the person, the vocals, and everything. We don't need this because we already have CCLI added. So here's the sequence. And now when I click accept, you're gonna see the song right here. And let's say I click the song. It takes me to all that I've saved. I saved this last week, so it's already there. So it's gonna take me to everything that you've done. So that's the same way you add multiple songs. Just for reference, let me add. So if you add your songs already, it's easier for you to just go and add a song or link a song directly. And so all your songs are ready. The time durations of the songs are already set by default. And it also gives you at what time will that song end. So let's say we're starting at 10:05, 10 o'clock. 10:10 is this song, 10:16. So it also gives you what time you'll be at during the service. So it's pretty detailed. And now once you're done with selecting the songs, creating the files and assigning them to all those 4 slots that we have now. So this is going to be sent to the band and production team and vocalists. So when you click on email, you're going to see who do you want to send it to. So do you want to send to people who still did not accept the invitation, people who confirmed the invitation, people who declined? People who declined obviously cannot be sent. So even people who did not accept it will receive the email for the service they're scheduled on. So because I clicked on email under BGVs, it gave me only vocals, but you can add, let's say band, you can add production, you can add the worship leader as well. So you've added the whole team to the email. Then you click on next. So this is by default. Then you delete the default email. You can type whatever you need to. I think we should be creating a template for this. Hi, you have been scheduled for May, what is that, 30th? You can just type whatever you want. Please go through the songs and practice. Feel free to out to me if you have. So you can put in whatever you want, just the way David sends us emails for the worship team. You can send anything that you want to like specify, or anything you want to point out for that particular week. You can use whatever you need. Doesn't need to be default, but even if it's default, because it's just a reminder, that's all right as well. But I prefer typing it out. You can either add the name of the person if you want to, but like as Billy said, he's gonna add that particular template where you can just select. So just the way you see MO here, you're gonna see all the team members who are scheduled for that particular week, and then you just click on send. So that's pretty much it. So once you send this, the band member or the team member is going to receive an email saying this is what you're scheduled for, and they can accept or decline. So whenever someone accepts or confirms, you can see it here as the worship leader or the for that particular week, you will know. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the worship leader. Anna, anything else to add?
Just to confirm and decline.
Okay, so let me open my email. Okay, I'll just show you an example of how the email would look like. This is the one I get from school. So this is what you're gonna see in your email. Whatever I typed out, this is a default template they use. So you're gonna see this. So when you click on accept, it's gonna take you by default to your app. So I'm sharing my phone screen just to show how you're going to see it here. So the moment you click on accept, you're going to see this. So order of service, teams, times, pretty self-explanatory. But what we use as the band is this. So every single file you're gonna add under the song is gonna show up here. Example, May 9th, last Sunday, I had famous for uh let's say lyrics. So as a vocalist, you have the lyrics right there. As a musician, you have your chord chart right there. You can save, download it. Let's say Spotify. So it automatically takes me to Spotify and opens that particular song, and it automatically plays too. So based on whatever app I usually add, Spotify and iTunes, whichever is easier. Even if you click on YouTube, it automatically takes you to YouTube to that particular video. So even if we're doing versions that are not available on Spotify, or maybe versions that are not available on iTunes, YouTube or that particular version can be added right there. So that's basically the summary of one particular file. The only problem with the app, it doesn't give you uh, by default to add, let's say, song select or YouTube. Let me see. Yeah, so this is just the media that we have for church, but like it doesn't give you the option to add. So I'd say it's better we use the website or like the desktop version to add songs, because it's easier. But for if you're viewing it on the app, I think that's pretty much it.